Hello. This will be a tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius. I'm doing Aquarius first. I am going to go through all 12 signs tonight. Let me practice videos with the Sante. I call upon my highest holy guardian angel, along with my divine council of Wales ancestors. I ask for truth, clarity, and I ask that all these messages will be in accordance with the divine truth, quality, in accordance with Creator, the Most High. Okay. Now, let's start with tarot. Sign of Aquarius. This reading will have to deal with love, by the way, because it's a subject I can help people in. Say that. Sun card, first card out. Notice how it's in this deck. It is the stag, the human body, and the deer's head. Sun card. Today is the 19th day of May. Sun card's number 19. So, this is joyous. Can be joyous energy. Or, let's see, regardless, it shows that the sun, illumination, light is here in your particular circumstance. Sorry. Have to do it. It helps me to, I don't know, I got a lot of habits, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, sign of Aquarius. Just gonna tell me, sign of Aquarius. This reading also will be on the timeline for the next couple of weeks, really. Son of a bitch. Okay, so this is the deck. These cards just fell out right here as I was shuffling. Well, there's the card for Aquarius. We have a full card. The number 0, my favorite number. For those of you who don't know, Aquarius is governed by Saturn. It says Uranus, but Uranus is just the co-ruler. Saturn is the original ruler of Aquarius. Okay, and I have the Empress card here. And then I have this 4 of Cups, being left out in the cold emotionally. Very, very sad. Mourning. And then I have Strength card. Show me more about this 3 of Cups, third party situation. Okay. And I have the Chariot Card. Okay, so if you're using divine and proper judgment, then, okay, it doesn't matter if you're male or if you're female. You can either be divine masculine, divine feminine. at your most best self, you could say, I guess. I mean, not everybody gets divine unions anyway, so maybe I shouldn't say that. This Chariot card is talking about movement, but it is movement toward something that you want. Okay, now it could be this Empress, or you could be the Empress. But either way, what these cards show me is that this is the divine masculine energy, Cernunnos, the Green Man. For people who study Wicca, or, by the way, don't get lost in any, the Wicca, Kabbalah, all the stuff. I mean, I'm not saying don't research it, but, just don't get lost in it. Come back out of it. Don't follow them. Don't follow, no. John have to tell Aquarius to follow no one. And this Empress. See, this is the divine masculine, this is divine feminine. These two energies exist inside of you. Your right brain, creativity, memory, subconscious, feminine, receptive. Your left brain, logic, air, thoughts, masculine, projected. Okay, so this Chariot card is talking about aligning these two energies within yourself so that you have your horses. So the Chariot doesn't move unless both of these horses are balanced out. It's the only way the Chariot moves. So right now, and I'll pull this card off the top of here, that's showing the Hangman, the ice, things are in a very restricted state. So that is what has brought on this Four of Cups energy of it's pretty self-explanatory, honestly, like what the Four of Cups is. It's almost like it can be like the grass is greener on the other side type energy, but because these two cards came out as divine union, notice too that in these cards you have the moon and you have the sun and the moon. So for those of you who are dealing with divine unions, there are things at play. The next card that is on top of this deck is the Ace of Swords. Truth. So, like you sow seeds in a field, or you sow a shirt, words are very important. Start paying more attention to your words around you, people, places, and things. Most of them are possessed. They don't realize they're possessed, but they're running on program loops. And they're not really in the here and now. In order to break free from this Four of Cups energy being left out in the cold, you have to start to cut through illusion. And I'm not talking about just people, places, and things around you, because the outer reflects the inner. That's why I was talking about the Chariot being inside of you, aligning the two hemispheres of your mind, forms a cross. So there's a bridge, and then once you gain access to the bridge, you can start to control the ship. Start to access controls, you can start to navigate, start to see storms coming, things like that. Next one on top of this deck is Now, I'm not going to do that on top of the deck. We're just going to shuffle them, but I thought that those would be very important, or that they are very important in this reading. I wouldn't pick them out, but anyway, it's invocation. It could refer to spell work. I mean, it is spell work at its fundamental basis, but so is the McDonald's logo. You don't even understand how much energy that you're giving away by giving your attention to people, places, things, scenarios that are being ingrained in your subconscious mind, which then in turn starts to give you your belief systems. It's like sex being a sin. Fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Sex is the energy that makes up this whole fucking everything. It's creation. It's one thing. Now, here's the kicker. Anything too much of anything can be a bad thing. Now, I'm referring to just not just actions, or just as I've said, I mean, drugs, alcohol, but not only the things that are out on the outside that you can get lost into, or that you can drown in, or dive into, and then drown. No, it's inner things. Once you're on the bridge, you understand that you're the observer. You're all the time in the here and now. The past doesn't. You don't think about the past. You plan, yes, but you plan for the future, but you still don't. You don't cling to the outcomes. If you are coming into a divine union, let me explain this to you. You must surrender your ego. You must rise above anger, guilt, jealousy, envy, resentment, greed. The time that we're in is the age of Aquarius, the age of information. The element for the element for Aquarius is uranium. Every planet has a corresponding material, metal, that corresponds to everything. The sun, gold; the moon, silver; Saturn, lead. Those are planet correspondences. Now, the gates, the 12 signs, Aquarius is uranium. Over the past 100 years, there's been over 120 something nuclear blast, nuclear test, and not to mention Hiroshima. Just if you research, if you count them up, there's been over 120 something in the past 100 years. Now, not only that, but Aquarius refers to the age of information. Aquarius is an air sign, but in the higher realms, everything acts as water. That's why it's the water bearer. And the water that it's referring to is the water of the air, a solidified packet of information that is being moved through the air at this time. Wi-Fi, cellular phones. We are indeed in the age of Aquarius. Don't let anyone tell you any otherwise. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. Something I would like to share from the Bible for some people, because it breaks my fucking heart. And I think I'll share it on all of my tarot readings that I do tonight. Main thing you need to pay attention to from that Bible, if any of you all are, have set up belief systems around that, and not saying that there are good. There are truths in the Bible, yes. There's truths in all religion, but no one religion is pure truth. main thing I would like to tell you about this is there's a passage in the Bible that says, "My people are destroyed for their lack of understanding." Yes, they are. And I am trying to help people. So, we shall. What's that? Morning. Morning. Let me also explain this to you all. Lack of communication is 99% of all problems. Hear that again. This is very true. Lack of communication. To balance your energies inside yourself, you cannot be in a state of lack. You have to be in a state of power. The world wants to try to take your power away from you. It wants to try to program you to believe that you're not capable of this. You must be subservient. You must fall into the chain, the fast food change. The fast food chains, the fucking, by the way, stop eating meat. I'm going to say that on all my tarot readings too. The shift, the time jump that just happened in the past 2 months, shit is ramping up big, big time. And I stopped eating meat like 50 days ago or something. And I ate some on accident the other day because I ate some beans, and it was in there, and yeah. But I mean, just never again. No, I'm never again. That's how serious I am about that. Stop eating meat. It takes away your psychic ability. It takes away so much from your health. I mean, God. Fish is okay. Fish don't bother me. Fish comes from the ocean. I don't know why, but I mean, you can eat fish. I think that it's because it's the only thing that they can't really modify with, maybe. Stop eating meat for processed shit. Stop eating it. It doesn't matter. It's fast, it's quick, it's the quickest option, Make better choices. How much do you really care about yourself? How much do you really care about your life, your family, Also want to say this. Look at that, dude. Snakes. God damn. Rebirth. Can you tell me about Aquarius? Strength again. Okay. I don't know what to say about this, honestly, guys. And that usually don't ever happen to me, but just bear with me, please. Struggle. God. And on the bottom of the deck, the tower, the blasted oak. Okay, listen to me, Aquarius. Listen to me very fucking carefully. Major shakeups are happening in your life right now. You may feel very lost. You may be very afraid. You may feel very alone. You may feel as though you fucked everything up in your life that was good for you. It's going to be up to you to rise above these energies that you're letting take your power. The world, if you are coming into a divine union, which is very few people out there that honestly ever get to experience that. The world may be throwing everything in its power at you, and there'll be things happen that will bring you to the right track, so to say, if you can remain righteous, if you can remain clear. when the emotions come, let them come, but then clear them. And then your thoughts, cut them out with a sword. And the imaginations, this can be anything from jealousy, just, oh, that person thinks this about me. Do they really? Or is that just something that you've thought up in your head? And of course what you believe, because if you're constantly believing that there's no hope, there's no way out, everything is fucked, so to say, then reality will give you what you think about, you bring about. Every thought, a prayer, every word, a spell. The spiritual world is not separate from the physical world, although people may think that it is. Son of a bitch. And dance. Keep yourself light. Rise above the iniquity that you're facing, the injustice that you might be facing, and take your power back. Start to move with focus and power toward your passion, your desire, your worth, and the kingfisher. Interesting fact about the kingfisher, it catches fish. It will hover above the water of a pond about 10 feet, sometimes higher, and it will hover there and wait. And then when it sees a fish, it will dive down into the water, catch the fish, and then come back up flying. This right here is also referring to a career in ways, because it is talking about taking back your divine birthright. So the world will try to keep you trapped in struggle, finances, people, places, things. While it is crumbling around you, you have to focus inward, take your power. Celebration. The Fool card again. 0. 0 is a number people forget about, but it is the most important number. No joke. It is your spirit. It is your light body, your extension of this flesh. Notice how he's walking off that cliff. The Fool is the fool for a reason, the trickster also, but you have to discern your situations, because what ends up happening to people when they get really excited or something like that comes along, all of a sudden they move into a really good energy. There they are, and they're hopping and skipping and jumping, and then they fall into a hole because they wasn't being cautious. They wasn't balancing their awareness because they were too caught up in the moment. I don't know how much time I got left on this shit because it cuts off on me and stuff. So, but I'm trying to give longer readings because I would like for people to purchase some readings from me. So hit the like, subscribe, stuff like that. And if you would like a reading, I'll guarantee you that it'll definitely be worth your money and your time. Use these cards now. See anything else I can see about the situation. Earth magic is involved. The Fae. Most people are scared of the Fae, and they have very good reason to be. The Fae don't fuck with a lot of people. The Fae don't like people. They dislike people like I dislike people like that. Because people are stupid. People are filthy. People are perverse. You know, and not the ways you're thinking. It's perversion means to go against that which is natural. Synthetic. Zombies. And that's why the Fae doesn't mess with a lot of people. The Fae is most definitely very, very relevant in my life at this time. And when you think of the Fae, you can look at this little picture right here and you can say, oh, that's cute and everything, but they're actually like the alien greys. That's what the Fae actually look like. Just to keep it real. And they're scary, yeah, but I mean, you have to get past the fear of changes. It's so important. Everything's always changing. And you have to learn to swim, you have to learn to go with the flow. You have to learn to take action when it's needed so that these tower moments, these divine shakeups that come in, or divine interventions to get you on the right path, they're not as chaotic because now you're able to flow and you're not resistant to change. You're no longer stuck in a state of resistance. You're in a state of forward movement, force tailwise. It's a rune. And we have blessings. And then you got the Chariot card right here that keeps on with the mirror behind it. I feel that that's very important because the divine unions most definitely are mirrors. And if you would like to know, like, if it is a divine union or not, then for one, you need to stop eating meat, and then you need to listen to your gut. If it's a good feeling inside your gut, then if it's a bad feeling, then discern them. You know what I'm saying? The seer, the Aseer, in Valhalla, the Asgard, the Aesir race. There was the Vanir and the Aesir. To be on this solar system, honestly, I won't get into that, but creativity. You need to focus on your creativity. You need to create your chariot path. You need to create your focus because you need to be in your power so that you're no longer receiving karma. All karma is action. It is cause and effect. Something I'll share with you guys in the spell work. A lot of musicians, so-called musicians, there's hardly, anyway, spell work, a lot of times the malevolent ones try to cause hexes on somebody. Notice that word hex, 6, hexagram has 6 sides. The number 6 is usually used in hexes. But it is much better if you have a problem or you would like to create some type of situation outcome with spell work. I'll share with you what I do. I will make a spell and I will bless everyone involved. So say, so I need to get someone away from my, or I need to, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? I'll do that, and then that will cause the situation to unfold. I will get what I need to get from it, and then the other person will get blessed as well. And however it works out. Fuck, this is getting ready to stop. Fuck, I'm gonna have to do another one. I'm gonna have to do a part 1 and part 2 for these motherfucking signs, dude. I knew I was gonna have to. You need to be pure right now. You need to come into purification. You need to focus on that. purify yourself. Like I said, what you're eating, what you're drinking, who you're around, who you're giving to in any type of way. Set boundaries, establish boundaries. It's another thing about the circle. Aquarius is able to establish boundaries very well. You should be able to be very, very cold if you need to be. Use that. Use the fuck out of it. And slice shit out. If you have to be fake, be fake. Do whatever you have to do so that you can achieve your passion, achieve your desires. I know that I am. And then then there is completion, the full moon, which I do believe this time it will be in the new moon, but it's still veiled, it's still fogged, we still don't know. They won't let me do magic for money because I need to be doing this, harmony, music. Maybe I won't do another one. Well-being. I'm pulling out a bunch of different guys. Lighten your load. This card's come up to me so much, and it's talking about all the things that you're giving your power to